Again.
Oh, trouble off of 4.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. involved. Couple of cars. Tony Stewart is there. The 17 is there. Bobby Labonte in the 71. 20 of Logano involved.
There's no room on this front straightaway to avoid trouble. Man, they stack them up huge right here.
Brad Keselowski involved, the 83 car of Vickers. So
you're clear straight ahead there. All clear.
There's Junior's car. He's tore up on the right side there in the rear bumper.
Damage on the 14 of Tony Stewart. Right front, left rear. Bobby Labonte, heavy damage on the front of his car.
It looks like Bobby Labonte will be the only one that can't drive away. Looks like Keselowski trying to get his car going.
They had just announced yesterday Bobby Labonte would sign a one-year deal to drive that car all of 2010. Here's there's Bobby, the 2000 Series champion, holding that left hand. All the heavy damage on the front of the Toyota of Brian Vickers.
Yeah, he drove away, but he's got heavy damage.
Fire into the right front too. Fire into the right front, dragging stuff out the back.
So we can show you how this chain reaction all started. Coming up out of the corner, there's Junior on the inside of Marcos Ambrose.
You can see Junior down on the apron, loses the traction again, gets sideways. Ryan Newman gets pushed into him by Sam Hornish. They both make it through, though. Then it just starts stacking up behind him. See Casey Mears just sliding his way through there.
Top of the screen there, see the 88 car sideways, and they stack up right behind him.
Yeah, we talk about utilizing that apron. It's really difficult to do on a restart, though, where you have low air pressures. It just, again, de-wedges the car so much, you just don't have that grip. The car snaps around in a hurry.
Brian Vickers has had such a great year to be able to make it in the chase, and has yet to have a top 10 finish in the chase, and it won't happen here at Phoenix. Jamie?
And Tony Stewart on his radio not happy about Dale Earnhardt Jr. so placing the blame. Biggest concern on this 14 is the left front. They just checked it out there, put new tires on it. He said his steering wheel is off to the right about an inch, so not terrible. I believe he's going to be able to drive this thing, but a bad day has just gotten worse for Tony Stewart.
He's right about Junior. I mean, he just lost it right there in front of all of them, and it's kind of frustrating for everybody behind, but you know, it looked like Junior doing all he could do to try to save it.
Yeah, and Tony talked about his steering wheel being off a little bit. That means that the toe end on the front of the car has been knocked out, whether it's the right front or the left front. We can see all the guys here involved in the crash.
See, Logano was involved. The 77 of Hornish was able to get through, just scraped all off the wall and had some front end damage. There's a 77 of Hornish on pit road getting his Dodge repaired. Again, here's what happened coming up out of the corner. Not a lot of room on this front straightaway. Someone gets sideways. Hard to get around him and get out of the way. From Ryan Newman's onboard camera.
Outside.
We're going to get a good shot of how that car got loose.
Yeah, Newman sends it on around from that point.
You're clear. You're clear. All good, Jeff. Good job.
Tony Stewart, watch to his left side, and there's the 07 and Bobby Labonte. Stewart had nowhere to go. Kenseth also involved in Joey Logano. Back after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Brian Vickers, Bobby Labonte, just discussing what they saw on the racetrack. What'd you see out there? Just not a lot of room, huh, Bobby?
It was a jam up, you know, and you know, just a tight part of the racetrack. And when you restart there on new tires and everything, it just it's slippery, you know. So just got caught up in a wreck, and you know, just way it was. I was really excited. Our car was really pretty good. We were top 20 all day, and a lot better than we were yesterday. So I was excited about that. We just hate that we couldn't finish it.
And Bobby Labonte was holding his left hand, but he said he just has a blister on it. It's all right, just a blister. Brian Vickers also out of the Infield Care Center. Brian, how frustrating is it when there really is nowhere to go on that racetrack?
Yeah, it's definitely frustrating. We really had nowhere to go. We had a good car. Track position was really, really important today. It was very, very difficult to pass out there. The tires, the track, everything was really slick. And I think that it was so hard to pass that no one was willing to give anything up. And on the restarts, it got pretty dicey. I don't know what happened exactly. I saw the 88 sideways. I tried to check up, but just absolutely had nowhere to go. I hate it for the Red Bull team, but we'll go to Miami.
Yep, one race left for Brian Vickers in this 83 team, guys.
But a tough chase for the Brian Vickers, although they did a great job to be able to get into the chase this year. 6 poles and a win here in 2009 for that.